Okay, so more modern De La Riva. We are looking at the collar grip from De La Riva. So from our position, maybe I was looking the sleeve and I couldn't get it. So we talked about I could come up onto an elbow and make that collar grip, and then I'm back into my De La Riva hook, strong De La Riva hook with the pant grip. So last time we looked at I could use that knee shield to put Tyrone down, and from that position now I can use that to basically invert. Once I get to that position, I can take the back and the radiator as well. So that was the backwards off balance. Maybe just go this side. So very similar, we covered a very similar pathway with the far side sleeve grip. So you have the backwards off balance, you have the overhead bolo, and then you have the sit-up guard one. We're just doing the same with the collar grip. The grip changes, or the grips are just slightly different. So if I feel Tyrone's weight's on that lead leg, that's when I'm going for that backwards off balance. But good players will put more weight on the rear leg. So if that's the case, I'm on my left hip, I'm going to go flat on my back, put my foot on the hip, but I don't want to be like pushing him away, because if his weight's receding backwards, I can't overhead, and that's the next move. So I just lightly put it on his hip, and then I'm going to pull him forward, and I want to be using that collar grip to make sure that when I go for the overhead, Tyrone will post with hands either side of my head, and we end up here. Okay, I still keep the grips, I continue the movement, so as Tyrone falls over, we end up in the Bolo position again. So again, I don't want this floating, or he's going to toe hold me, so I'm keeping it in the hip. And again, I like to find that far leg, sole the foot on my far leg, and then I can just leg press. And now, I'm on the back. Jiu-Jitsu! Let's look at that again. Just at another angle there. Perfect. So, playing the game, De La Riva, want that, can't get it, come up on the elbow, find that collar and the lead leg, pant leg. So again, trying to work the sideways or backwards off balance. He puts his weight on that lead leg. Notice the way I'm on my left hip, I just come onto my right hip. And now I use that collar grip to pull my knees to my chest, going for the overhead, but now Tyrone posts with two hands. I continue the movement and I just drop him down onto the side and we end up here, okay, in the Bolo position. Again, I don't want this floating, so I stick it in his hip, find the far leg. There's a lot of variations you can do from here. Just leg press, bottom hooks in, I win the underhook, and I'm on the back. Just do one more triangle. So De La Riva with the collar grip from our position, trying to work that. I feel his weight's more on the back leg. So I just bring my knees towards my chest, overhead, but he posts, but I continue that movement here. Okay, grab the far leg press to bring him down, win the far underhook, we're on the back. So that's the collar grip, overhead, bolo.